Hey guys! So I have heard a ton of rumors that the Home Goods now has their Halloween stuff. The Home Goods is a little drive from my house, but I've made the trek out, so let's see what they have.
Okay, so I'm going to have to do a voiceover here because everybody was like on top of me and I was trying not to be rude. But I loved this dragon. He was $19.99, very like 60s Puff the Magic Dragon. I don't know. I did like him. I fell in love with this. It is super cool. But you'll see in a minute why I did not pick this up. But yes, it was $24.99. Love the crystal ball. They've got these cute little cutout house things like they had last year, $24.99 as well. And although I like the concept, this seems kind of lazy. It's a bunch of wood blocks just kind of tied together with twine, and those were $9.99. You're gonna see in a minute a bunch of these like 50s style felt like mice and cats and the dragons, these guys right here. And I don't know, they freaked me out and I can't explain why. So I kind of avoided those. But then I saw this amazing skeleton, this bust, his eyes lit up, which I thought was cool, but he was 30 bucks and I kind of was like, oh, I have nowhere to put him, but he does look cool. But yeah, that's another example, terrifying, but not in the good way of terrifying. Oh my god, the gnomes. I avoided the gnomes like the plague as well, for obvious reasons. I did fall in love with this cat. I will come back and show you the price of the cat. I got sidetracked, ADHD, I know, I'm sorry. There was just so much to see, and I was just trying to take it all in, and there was people approaching me, and yeah, it was a lot. But anyway, loved this guy, the skeleton with the hat. His eyes light up as well. And then down here, you'll see a much bigger one here in a second. But yes, I found a green one. And so that's why I was like, oh no, the purple one, I can't. But the green one, I had to have. But yes, here's the little mummy cat for $11.99. Super, super cute. Just does not fit the aesthetic of my house. So that's why I kind of skipped it. This was $12.99. I guess it's just kind of like a stand. I don't really know what that is technically. Then we have this witchy hat. It was made of like a really light resin and it was $24.99, excuse me. And I'm so sorry, I'm just terrible at voiceovers. I thought that tray was kind of cool, but then like moving it, I thought I was gonna knock a bunch of stuff over. That ghost was $12.99. He was also made of felt with kind of like a beanbag bottom. Cute, very, very cute. I did fall in love with this, but again, didn't really have a use for it or anywhere to put it, so that was $16.99. And this is $24.99. And this I almost got because it's a big, big skull. This stack of ghosts was $14.99. They were cute. $29.99 for that jack-o'-lantern that lights up at the bottom. These little felt spiders, they were, not felt, $16.99, but like I guess wool or cotton, I don't know. They were cloth for $16.99. They were cute. I fell in love with him. He is everything. So you can see right here, I am weighing the pros and cons, but look at his face. But yeah, he was $16.99 and I knew I didn't have anywhere to put him, but I didn't care because, oh my god, he is the absolute best thing I've ever seen. So yeah. Then we have the smaller skull that I looked at earlier. I almost broke something very expensive. I'm so clumsy, you guys. It's ridiculous. But yes, as you can see, he lights up and he is $14.99. I thought he was cool too, but again, like I don't need any more skulls and I don't need anything else for my shelves.
Okay, I don't need any more tea towels, but if anybody out there does need tea towels, they've got huge packs of them. They're $14.99, but like you get all of these. They've got the little dog ones, they've got the sugar skulls. I kind of love this just very simplistic ghost one. Candy corn. Okay, I love the candy corn, but again, oh, these are only $6.99. Do I get it? I don't need any more tea towels. There's also this one, which is like a really good, like if blue or pink is your vibe, this is great for like year round. That's also only $6.99. That's not my vibe, but oh, look at that one. $8.99. It glows in the dark. I'm getting it. So this is what I have so far. I have this really cool like magic ball, and then that's $24.99. This is $16.99. But he's just too precious. I love him. Okay. I was looking for a rug for my kitchen. I don't know. I think these are all table runners though. But I've got these spider web table runners for only $9.99. We've got the Halloween kittens. We've got the ghost table runner for $14. Oh, I love this one. Oh, I love this one. Oh, let's accidentally summon demons for dinner.
Okay, then we have a little bit of dishware. It was kind of hiding. You got some cookie cutters and like servingware, placemats, a lot of Ray Dunn, which I don't get into. So, but this was pretty cool. But it was $12.99. Although I'm sure it's worth it. It's definitely something I did not need. But those placemats, I needed those. I've lost all of my placemats mysteriously, so in the cart they go. They had a small section here with some coffee mugs. Again, more Ray Dunn if that's your thing. This was super cute. I do not need any more coffee mugs, so I passed. This plate was adorable. It was only $5. It was very heavy. And I found the candles. Lots of Ray Dunn candles. These were cute. Unfortunately, they were Ray Dunn. And unfortunately, they were $12.99. This one was only $6.99. I did like it, but it's a little pricey for a candle. This is one of those flameless candles for $7.99. I feel like I have too much of that. And then we found the blankets. I do not need any blankets, but here they are. Again, these were super, super cute, but they ranged from $16.99. I saw a couple of $19.99 ones, but most of them were around $16.99 if you are in the market for a new blanket. I have about 12, so I am good. Yeah, this one was a $19.99. It was a little thicker. Then we have pillows. Again, I do not need any more pillows, but I did think this cat one was super, super cute. The pillows all ranged about $19.99 up to $25. Somebody found these for me for $3.99. They're little beverage napkins. Love those. Here's another pillow. That one was much bigger and pretty cool, but it was like $25 and it's orange, which would not go with my aesthetic at my house. Here is the checkout. I did like these little wood garland, perfect for a Halloween Christmas tree for $12.99. I was at the checkout, so I was in everyone's way. So this is a little rushed and crazy, but bear with me now. I almost dropped this $6.99 for those pumpkins. We had lots of coffee mugs. There was like miniature pillows and like little throws. Like I said, I was so in everyone's way, so I did not have an opportunity to look at the prices of everything, but I did try. Sorry. So this little ghost set was $14.99 for the 3 ghosts. Lots more Ray Dunn candles, miniature pillows. I have no idea how much those were, but this pumpkin came home with me. $7.99, heavy duty glass. Absolutely. It's my favorite color. I needed it. The snow globe was super darling. It was $12.99. Very, very cute. And then we had this fun guy. I liked him a lot. He was made of wood and he was $12.99. And then this Hello Kitty mug was adorable. It was $5.99, but I do not need mugs. I need no more mugs. I found this very Jack-esque jack-o'-lantern for $7.99. He was also made of wood, and he was super cute. Then we have this like Ouija board bat, $6.99. I had no idea where to put him, so I put him back. This candle, it was already done. Again, not my thing. Okay, so finally we get a price on one of these awful things. It's $14.99 for these awful felt 60s creatures. Then we have this Hocus Pocus serving tray for $12.99. I almost got it.
Okay, so that was a successful trip. Sorry I couldn't talk during that whole thing. There was a lot of people in there and they all wanted to talk to me, which is great. Everybody was being super, super nice, but it made commentary a little difficult. But we also have a Tuesday morning, and I have heard another rumor that we have some Halloween stuff at our Tuesday morning, so I'm gonna go check.
First off, the vibes in this place were awful. I felt sick to my stomach, but anyway, there is some stuff, but this had like closed store, like dead mall vibes, and I had major ick. But I persevered to show you what they had. Lots of bakeware, lots of cookie cutters and spatulas, as you can see. You know, they were very cute. If you are in the market for any kind of like cookie cutters or spatulas, I did not need any of this stuff, so I kind of just like glanced through. There was a guy behind me on his phone the whole time, like really close. I was just kind of creeped out. But yes, those cupcake holders are $3.99. The salt and pepper shakers were $3.99. I have too many salt and pepper shakers, so I passed. Some parchment paper. This, we all do go a little mad sometimes. Very bland. It felt like it was made out of particle board, and it was $9.99. It was just very odd. I don't think you could use it for really anything. Now this was super cute, but again, functionality wise, I have no clue what I would do with it, so I just kind of left it behind. But this 3-piece mini bakeware set was $7.99. Very cute. But that rolling pin seems like a pain in the butt to use. Lots of flour sifters. I have no use for that. But they were $6.99. I think all of them were the same price. And more bakeware. Again, there was somebody really close to me, so I was trying to be kind of stealthy, but we have more cookie cutters for $5.99. More flour sifters. $6.99 for that as well. A little serving tray and a cookie cutter. I'm guessing that's like for like cheese boards and stuff, or like just like a party platter kind of thing. Okay, so the pillows. The pillows were abnormally flat, and I could not find a price. I don't know what their deal was, but yeah, like the quality was subpar at best, and also, I don't know, I didn't know how much they would cost. So these witch hats, these were both $19.99. They're very, very nice witch hats if you are in the market for a new witch hat. I am not. So they were just kind of like there, very weird. These bottles were $12.99, and they were not glass. They were made of like wood. So was this thing for $34.99. It was just like some really cheap wood. So I did not look at the witches. The witches looked very cheaply made as well, and due to the prices of the bottles, I skipped those. They had some baby clothes. I also did not look at those because no more babies for me. Again, tried to find a price for this. No price, abnormally flat, but they had a bunch of Betsy Johnson Halloween socks and fishnet stockings. So I thought that was really fucking cool. The stockings came home with me. I absolutely bought those.
Hi guys. Okay, so I was wearing a super cute Killstar dress, but it was too hot. It's too hot to be goth right now. Can't do it. So, quick little costume change. I am sweaty. Anyway, I don't know why, for the amount of items I got, they gave me these giant bags. But okay. So, as you saw when I went into Tuesday morning, they had a handful of things. They were mostly like bakeware stuff, which was super cute. Just don't have a need for any of those things. But then you saw the Betsy Johnson spiderweb fishnet leggings. Holy crap. $5. I should have got more. I might go back. But hey, if you have a Tuesday morning in your area, there's a little bit of stuff there. Maybe even more than what I had. So, that was the only thing I got at Tuesday morning. Everything else is home goods. Okay. So, I got these excellent spiderweb placemats. So, it's a pack of 6 placemats for $12.99. I don't need 6, but because I lost my skeleton ones, I don't know where they went. Like, I had 4 skeleton placemats, and I don't know where they went. So I'm gonna use the placemats. I only have 4 table settings on my table, so I'm gonna use 4 of these for the table, and then I don't know, I might just put the other 2 under my altars or something. Not sure, but I mean, they're just black, but they're spider webs, and they're like made of that like a vinyl material. Still pretty good deal. He was my favorite. Oh my god. I don't need any more shelf things because I have less shelf space. So I probably shouldn't have gotten him. But $16.99, he's like really detailed. Like look at him face. I fell in love with his face. I don't know why. And then he's got these little candy corns sticking up on the top of his head. I love him. I love him. So, Blue Sky Clayworks. He's gorgeous. I'm very happy I got him. When I saw his face, I knew if I didn't get him, I was going to be sad. So, okay, the most adorable thing happened. Okay, so part of the reason why I couldn't really talk while I was shopping is because I kept getting approached by people and they were all super, super nice. So normally when I get approached by people or like people are looking at me or whatever, it's usually not like a happy experience, but this was. So, I had a couple people just like, oh, this is your favorite time of year, huh? Because they, could tell. I got complimented on my earrings, my tattoos. Like, they were just being so sweet. I was looking at the pillows, and right as I was using the camera, I was going down the pillows, and this nice lady that I didn't even say hi to, I had never made any kind of eye contact with, she just kind of leans over and shows me these. They're like little beverage napkins. They're like holographic skulls, and they were only $3.99. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but they're gorgeous. They could be used for like scrapbooking. Obviously, I could be using them for beverages, but just really, really cute. And like I said, I totally would not have seen them because they were hiding with the rest of the beverage napkins, and I didn't see any Halloween themed over there, so I didn't even go over to that side. So it was just a really sweet gesture from this random stranger, and I just love having this random acts of kindness happen, So as you saw, there were 2 of these. There was a purple one, and here is the green one. Now I'm going to turn off the lights because I want to see this in action with the lights off. It was $24.99, and in my humble opinion, it is well worth it for the price. The outside is kind of like almost like rubbery plastic. Like nothing heavy duty there, but the bulb itself is glass. So give me a sec, I'm gonna turn off, well, we'll first look at it in regular light. So it spins up this like shiny stuff in the inside. Really, really cool. I'm very happy it came in green because, like I said, it had it in purple, but I feel like I see purple a lot for this style of decor. It's very rare to see green, so I'm happy. This was at the checkout counter. It was very difficult because the checkout counter, like, everybody thought I was in line and I had to keep ushering them through. So hence why it was difficult to get footage of that area. But when I saw this, oh my god. Going back to green being just, you know, not always the most common Halloween color. You usually see like lots of orange and black and white, and I'm very happy. This is only $7.99, and this is one of those very fancy blown glass pumpkins with like the spirally stem. Couldn't think of the word stem for some reason, but anyway, very Beetlejuice, very spooky ooky. I fucking love this. So I have no idea where we're gonna put it. Again, I don't really need anything for my shelves, but here we are. So I'm excited. I'm very happy I got this because this is a very good price. And I said at the beginning of this Halloween shopping season that I did not need any kitchen towels. No tea towels, no kitchen towels. But of course, I got some kitchen towels. They glow in the dark. Well, I tried to get it to work, and even with the black light, like, yes, it glows in the dark. I can confirm. However, it doesn't pick up on camera, so I don't feel like turning the other light back on, so here we go. So yeah, so they do glow in the dark. I can confirm the camera is just too shitty to pick it up. But they're very nice quality towels, and they were only $8.99 for, it's a 2-pack. They had much bigger packs for much cheaper, but obviously as a 90s kid who's obsessed with glow-in-the-dark things, it swayed me. So I guess I'm just gonna have to come up with, I'm just gonna have to get rid of some of my tea towels. I'm sure there's some old ones in there that I don't really like anymore, so I'll just go through and declutter some of the older ones. But these are super, super cute with the jack-o'-lanterns and the spider webs. They all glow in the dark. There's even a little ghost up here. So super, super cute. I love these. Okay. That is the whole haul. I think I spent like $86 with tax, 86 something. So not too shabby. There was a lot of really cute stuff. I don't like Ray Dunn, so I did not get any Ray Dunn stuff. I did check out the TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx had nothing in it, so all of the Halloween stuff right now was at our Home Goods. But yeah, I mean, I'm still happy. They had a pretty decent selection of things. Some of the stuff was about what I would expect price-wise. Some of it was less, and some of it was a lot more. But hey, inflation and rising prices, they're affecting literally everything, including Halloween. I'm sure Christmas is going to get hit with it too. You know, it's not surprising. But I have a ton of Halloween stuff, so this year is going to be more about just kind of being in the vibe of Halloween and like just getting to experience Halloween on the shelves again and getting the joy from that, and maybe doing a lot more window shopping this year than actual shopping, just because I don't really need a whole lot this year. I say that now, but I'm pretty sure when At Home gets all of their stuff, I'm going to be in trouble. Thank you guys so much for coming along. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Remember, you are amazing, you are gorgeous, and if anyone tells you anything different, they can suck it. Mwah.